Hey everyone, it's Liu Young here with Impressive Graphics Media, and this is going to be a lot different than what I normally do. This is actually going to be like a news rant. So, if you haven't heard the news, Batman and Catwoman did not get married. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, recently, for the past, God knows how long, because comics take a long time to get into, Batman and Catwoman were pretty much engaged. They were going through the motions, everybody was coming out, like Joker was like, I'm going to kill them because she doesn't deserve Batman, and superheroes were like, "Oh, you need to not tell anyone," and it was a whole lot, but it was so worth it because so many great stories came out. Well, plot points came out of this whole series. I don't actually know exactly how long it's been going on. I want to say a couple months now. Probably the news came around. Man, I don't remember. But that's not the important part. The important part is the news, what I just said. They did not get married, alright? So essentially, the final comic that kind of led up to it, if you're wondering why I'm making this video, if you saw the X-Men story where I was like, oh, all these heroes are getting married, it seems like these comics are finally pushing forward for these heroes to advance in character development. Wrong. That's not exactly what's going on. It was just a simple, what's the word I'm looking for? Clickbait. Okay, maybe not a clickbait, but the reason I say clickbait simply because it would have been great to actually see that. But hear me out. At the same time, while it is stupid and annoying that DC went through all this trouble pulling in and getting all these people like invested in this story just to throw it out, it does somewhat make sense. Because in Catwoman, was it issue 50, I believe? Basically, the whole idea is Catwoman kind of understands that if she were to marry Batman or Bruce Wayne, she would be alleviating the pain, some of the pain, the major pain that makes him Batman. What that means is basically he lost his parents at a young age, of course, and that drove him insane. I mean, nobody wants to call Batman insane, but he's fucking insane. So that drove him over the deep edge, and he starts dressing up as a bat, putting people in the hospital. A woman in a cat suit comes in, he doesn't hurt her, and now she's like, I'm gonna marry you too, and they love each other for like real love. However, she understands that her personality type she will help Batman, but it also will hit her. And I know I'm not making any sense, but it's just like, it seems kind of selfish at the same time, because she believes if she were to love him, Batman would not really be Batman. But bitch, you should want that. He's psychotic. Why not give him help? Look at Red Hood. He's a psychopath. But then you look at Robin and Tim and Stephanie and Oracle. That's not so much Oracle, but all of these people, and it's like, I mean, at the same time, it does make sense that they wouldn't get married, because they wouldn't. If Batman and Catwoman were to get married, their comics would really either intertwine, or it would be like there would be a major, not a major, but an increased appearance from the other character in one's other story, if that makes any sense. But my God, they went through so much. They went through so much just to get this. Like, there was a whole Catwoman and Joker nearly killed each other, and they had a communication. And then Catwoman's having like a conversation with Damian, like, "Hey, I'll be your mom, and I won't really tell you what to do. Deal?" Deal. And they just throw all that. Oh my God. So you can see why I'm angry. And it's not just me. There are definitely a number of people who are like, of course this was going to happen. There are a lot of people who also were invested, and they're like, I'm angry this happened. This should have... At least, like, Storm and Black Panther's marriage being annulled made sense. There was war. But this is... I remember when an anti-hero was like Deathstroke, or Deadpool, or Jason Todd. now they're coming closer to hero than anti-hero. You ever notice that? It's starting to actually upset me. And it's actually starting to show in the writings. I could go on for hours, but in reality, hold up. Weird, it seemed like it was out of sync. But in reality, it's like I can't do that because you're not going to watch. Actually, you have proven in my other YouTube channel that you would watch me ranting constantly about stupid like this. I don't know. I guess we're going to go back to the status quo of Batman and Catwoman. Maybe with not the same great ass art, but maybe the same shanty ass writing that's going to lead to nowhere. Whatever happened to the Batman medal? Did that ever end? I don't know. Listen, I guess this is for my comic book fans, not just comic book fans, but just fans of this type of stuff in general, of Batman, and you understand that this is the type of stuff that happens all the time in comics. I just want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Were you surprised that this happened? Were you not surprised that this happened? Were you somehow in the beginning not surprised this was going to happen, then slowly went over and you're like, yeah, I can see this is going to happen? Or I just want to hear what you have to think about this whole story, because it was, honestly, it wasn't bad. It caught my attention. I saw all this art coming out and I was like, okay, I'll read into it. I'm reading through each series, through each issue, through each mini connected arc, and I'm like, this is interesting. I can't wait to see how this ends. This is almost like Spider-Man Last Day. I believe it's, why do I keep forgetting? One guy called me out on it. Yes, Last Day. And essentially that was all for Marvel to turn Peter Parker back into a bachelor, so he can swing around and have sex with as many red-headed women, gold-haired women, brown-haired women as he wanted. But at the same time, it cost them a lot. It cost them the entire story. That's why Mary Jane Watson dated Tony Stark at one point, because she and Peter just weren't chill. And this is not that freaking extreme, but the fact is they were almost married. If you jump over and it's like, hey, remember that time you guys were almost married? And they're like, oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? No, bitch, that was important. That was important because to DC, that was their way of destroying the idea of Batman. A man in so much pain. He doesn't have to be in pain to be Batman. I mean, there's all, look at all these other characters in the Bat family. It proves that Bruce Wayne doesn't have to be angry well, yeah, he does, but he doesn't have to be destroyed and broken to be Batman. All of these other characters want to help people. He's doing it because he's sick in the fucking head. And Catwoman's deciding, I'm not going to be involved. I mean, they're still kiss, 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 but they're not, is this bad? Should I not be doing that? Anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more of a rant than news, but every once in a while I have to do these. I have to get these off my chest, because why? Because comic book fans, we rage. We nerd rage a hell of a lot. Anyways, sorry if this is your first video you've ever seen of us and you're probably like, what the hell is going on? But let me give you a quick rundown. And for all of you who do know who we are, thank you for watching. We hope you found this impressive and informative and enjoyable. If you did, hit the subscribe button to get access to our notification gong, get updated to our next videos. Like, comment, share with your friends and family so we can get the discussion rolling. And for those of you who don't know who we are Impressive Graphix Media at the moment. We basically do entertainment news, comics, movies, TVs. You can go through our whole our YouTube page and all that, and basically get updated on what we do. Anyways, you heard my whole spiel. Don't forget to subscribe, because we do videos on Thursday and Friday. Why not Tuesday? It's a lot of work to do the videos on Tuesday until August comes around. September or August comes around. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay impressive and peace.